Good afternoon, everybody. Happy holidays. I hope everyone's doing great. Welcome to Sports Talk Network in an early edition episode here of Talking Packers with Steve. Tonight, doing some holiday stuff with mi familia, my family, and afterwards enjoying some Wednesday comedy night ABC channel shows. So, family thing, then couch potato watching some awesome TV shows things as well. So just sharing that to share that to let you know that's why this is popping in your inbox if you're part of the notification squad while you're getting this email early in the afternoon or whatever time it is there locally, earlier than you expected there locally at your time, as it is even earlier here, obviously my time, because usually I start at 7 p.m. Central. Right now it's about 1:30 p.m. Central, a little after 1:30 Central Time here in the United States. So, yeah, much earlier, but like I said, family thing for the holidays, and then TV shows, the middle and otherwise, tonight on ABC. At least from what I know, I don't think there's any specials going on tonight. But anyways, either way, that's the plan for tonight. So I'm doing the episode now, and let's talk about the NFL. Juju Smith-Schuster, his suspension being upheld. He's out for one game. They found a hit on Antonio Brown, though. His suspension was revoked, as in he's able to play. Just got fined a dollar amount. So there we go. Let's go over the results for Week 13. Cowboys over the Redskins, 38-14. Jets over the Chiefs, 38-31. Patriots over the Bills, 23-3. Dolphins over the running down Broncos, 35-9. Then again, they'll play another season next year. 49ers over the Bears, 15-14. For Jimmy G's first win as a 49ers starting quarterback. Ravens over the Lions, 44-20. Vikings over the Falcons in a big game. Showed me a lot from Minnesota's side, for sure. 14-9, Vikings over the Falcons on the road. Packers beat the Buccaneers, 26-20. Titans over the Texans, 24-13. Jacksonville Jaguars over the Colts, 30-10. Chargers over the Browns, 19-10. Browns still winless. See how that goes. Rams over the Cardinals, 32-16. Raiders over the Giants, 24-17. First game, Eli Manning not starting, and he's going to be starting already this next week, and their coach and GM or can for that stupid decision. Saints over the almost as stupid what happened with the Buffalo Bills benching Tyrod Taylor. But at least that made a little bit more sense, but still was crazy. Saints over the Panthers, 31-21. Because the Giants situation was just a weird mess in its own right. Seahawks over the Eagles, 24-10. Steelers over the Bengals on Monday night, 23-20. Coming back from what I think was like 17-0 or 17-0 down. Maybe 17-3 at halftime. Getting the win, 23-20. Now with the wins and losses from Week 13, the AFC West with the Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, and Chargers are now all tied at 500, 6-6. So that can be anybody's division technically. Even the Broncos, who've had a interesting season, are still in it. I believe they all are tied at 6-6. But either way, I still am hoping. I hope Oakland takes the division. And I don't think there won't be a wild card coming from that division. I would say probably Baltimore and Jacksonville have the best chance, or in those divisions, whether it's Jacksonville or Tennessee, Baltimore or Pittsburgh, those teams and those our divisions in the conference of the AFC are going to be the ones that have the wild card playoff. I mean, that's just how I see it there, in a sense, just to make that most sense in the NFL. But a lot of big matchups here in Week 14, and next week in Week 15, specifically the Green Bay Packers, having a chance for Aaron Rodgers to come back. If we do win this week and still have a shot again, a wild card playoff spot. Winning the division may be out of reach for Green Bay, but chance to go to the playoffs still there. Amazing, for sure. All right, Week 14, Thursday Night Football. Saints against the Falcons. I got the Saints getting the win. Another home loss for Atlanta. New Orleans over Atlanta, 35-28. Packers, Browns. Packers over the Browns, 13-9. Lions over the Buccaneers, 24-17. Raiders over the Chiefs, 17-10. Texans over the 49ers, 35-21. Vikings over the Panthers, 35-13. Bills and the Colts. I got the Buffalo Bills over the Colts, 27-20. Bengals over the Bears, 30-10. Titans over the Cardinals, 28-17. Cowboys over the Giants, 23-10. Jets over the Broncos, 9-3. Chargers over Washington, 27-17. The Rams over the Eagles, 35-10. Jaguars defeating the Seahawks, last second win, 23-20. Steelers over the Ravens, same score, 23-20. And the same score they won this past week. Patriots over the Dolphins, 42-27. And that be for week 14. A lot of big games, a lot of interesting games. Packers, hopefully they're not going to be the first team to give the Browns their first win. I just don't see that being the case or seeing that happen. Not saying it couldn't happen. Just saying the likelihood of that happening is very low, and I wouldn't think that to be the case for the Browns. And improving, I'm sure they'll be fine, this and that, but for them to beat the Packers, even here without Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Brett Hundley's actually improved in the last couple of weeks, and I would say with that improvement, he pretty well should be able to get us another win. But excuse me, we'll certainly have to see how that goes. About that radio silence there, but either way, those are my predictions and everything having to do with the NFL. What's actually going on? Biggest thing in the NFL being the Eli Manning and the Giants saga, the Eli Manning situation. Eli Manning will be starting this next week. At least can get the one as I predicted, and all the other games and having their playoff implications. If the Rams defeat the Eagles, they both will be tied at 10-3. The Browns will move up to number 2. Eagles fall number 3. Vikings would stay number 1, of course, if they win. Either way, Vikings will be the head of the NFL, and it would be kind of interesting, ironic, weird, funny, and awesome, especially for Viking fans out there. So, as a Viking Nation, welcome to like the video, smash the like button to support what I'm saying right now, and that would be Minnesota Vikings being number 1 in the NFC, and the playoffs going through Minnesota to get to the Super Bowl, which is in Minnesota, their US Bank Stadium. So that would just be interesting in its own way. Like for the NFC side, the playoffs, for yourself to get to the playoffs, you have to go through Minnesota. In that sense, to do that. But who knows? We shall see. And if that's the case, you never know. Vikings actually could make it to the Super Bowl. Be the first team ever to make it to the Super Bowl that their stadium, their city, their state, or whatever, is hosting. So pretty much another home game. And the NFL will probably make them wear being the NFL, probably make them wear away jerseys. Maybe because I don't know how that works with the Super Bowl. If the teams get to pick, they get to wear home or aways, or is it the team with the best record that are at the Super Bowl? Saying, like I said, the Patriots have a better record than the Vikings, and the Vikings at the Super Bowl, even though it isn't in Minnesota, Patriots are allowed to wear the home jerseys. And they'll try to make it as much as they can a neutral field for the Super Bowl. which means the end zones having both teams, the logos there, the Super Bowl emblem in the middle, all that other stuff. I just visually, as a visual person, as you guys know I am, would be interested to see that stadium with the Vikings playing in it at the Super Bowl, but the field, concession stand area, everywhere being neutral, fandom neutral, or so to speak, as in the stadium things. Because it's still Minnesota Vikings staff or, staff there that may be Vikings fans. And it's okay for them to cheer for their team. Hello, their team made it there. That's an accomplishment in its own right. But as for regional and just in that sense, if the Vikings in the Super Bowl, whether they're facing the Steelers, they're facing the Patriots, the Jaguars, or I was going to say the Rams, but that's in the NFC title game, not the Super Bowl. With the Patriots, Steelers, Jaguars, or Raiders, let's just say, it still has to be Super Bowl field neutral, the field being neutral, area around, the Super Bowl tents and other party things. They can still have maybe specific Viking celebration party thing for their team, and they don't have to have like a Bon Voyage kind of sending like your sailor soldier off to war like not the old times, in the past. Those times like fan bases do, and they even do in college football. Before the team goes to their bowl game or Super Bowl, having like a little parade, not parade, but a party. Send them off and go from there. Because I know New England did that last year, and other teams have in the past. So for the Vikings, they can do it, but it's not like they're going anywhere. They're staying right there. So I think all that aspect in the build-up to the Super Bowl for that 2 weeks between the AFC and NFC title games to the Super Bowl, with the Pro Bowl in between there for the other ones, which I'm pretty sure the Pro Bowl voting is open. So both for Green Bay Packers. Actually, to be quite honest, both for the NFC roster, just vote for everybody in the NFC North. Packers, Vikings, Bears, and Lions. And if you want to, throw some Philadelphia Eagles and Los Angeles Rams, because those are awesome. In the AFC, 4 teams to vote for, with the most being, I would hope, would be the Jacksonville Jaguars, New England Patriots, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Oakland Raiders. And then if you want to throw something else in, 2 Buffalo Bills and the Browns, why not? So, stuff like that, for the Pro Bowl at least. But the Vikings make the Super Bowl, but the first team to do that, and them being the team, would be awesome. Especially with the quarterback that they have, him still getting ripped apart, I'm sure, on social media, even by experts. And I don't just mean ESPN, I mean other networks, NFL Network, Fox Sports, and others, which I do respect them all. It's just maybe it would be as much as they get paid more or formally play the game or this and that. My opinions I say about teams, whether they're bold predictions that are made correct or bold predictions that in the end I'm wrong, like last year I was incorrect with Jacksonville make the playoffs, my bold prediction, and others, and the Rams, and the Buccaneers, pretty much all of them, except for the Raiders. In the end, should just carry as much weight as Steve Mariucci's, or Trey Wingo, or Colin Cowherd at Fox Sports. I was trying to think of a representative for all 3 that I spoke of. They may have more cachet in the business. I think all of them like 20 years or more or otherwise. And me here like close to 8 years, so less than 10 here online. But still, we all have our opinions. We all feel strongly about opinions, whether we're debating about a team or player or not so much a fan of. All respect, all in that way should be equal, because we're all still men and women in the world, whether or not we're working for different companies. Because I would love to work in broadcasting for ESPN, Fox Sports, or otherwise, NBC Sports, other sports. Doesn't matter. I have a passion talking NFL. So to be able to go to the Super Bowl, Army strong. And why not go to one that's in my neighborhood? Meeting the Midwest neighborhood. Battle Buddy to the west of the state of Minnesota. either way, just like I said, I want to do my predictions for the games this week and talk about some NFL topics. Like I said, visually be kind of interesting to see how everything looks there at US Bank Stadium if the Vikings are in the Super Bowl and how hard they would have to try. And obviously, the NFL will tell them to because that's the Super Bowl. Just like any other Super Bowl where the home team isn't there, make it neutral with how things are put up outside the stadium, around the stadium, inside the field itself, this and that. With the field, you have the Super Bowl logo in the middle, NFL logo is with the 20-yard line or something, at each 20 or 30, one of them, or in between there. And then let's just say it's Raiders logo and team name there in one end zone, Vikings logo and name there in the other one. In that sense, so just visually, I always like when they, whether it's NFL on Twitter or somewhere, you get to see what the stadium inside looks like, or the field. Looks like when it's done being created for the Super Bowl match. So it'd be interesting to see that, and I'll be pumped to look forward to seeing that preview of it, whether they're in person or just as anybody else. Of their use being if it is the Vikings playing it. So yeah, it definitely will feel like a home game. You have a lot of Viking fans there, or the ones that can afford the tickets, if not given to by winning contests and stuff like that. Like I always try to do for the Super Bowl each and every year. This time I'm hoping even more so to win, since it is in my neck of the woods here in the Midwest. And talk to some fellow military veterans of opportunities, maybe. But either way, we'll have to see about that just as much as I have to see about with WrestleMania and WWE side of things for New Orleans in April around my 30th birthday celebration. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. Looking forward to another NFL week of schedules and looking forward to all the games coming up. I'm sure there may be some upsets, crazy finishes, and maybe even some blowouts. Who knows? And maybe there might even be some blowouts that we didn't even expect to be blowouts and close games that we didn't expect to be close games. So, yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed it. Welcome to leave a like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you want to share your thoughts, welcome to leave a comment in the comment section below this video. Hope you all have a great evening, day, and wherever you're watching, thank you. If you're on the other side of the world, or if you're right here in the United States, either way, I greatly appreciate you giving your time to listen to me, to this stranger of yours, speaking about the NFL. I do hope to be on camera here shortly in the future. If not, maybe I'll just hold off to 2018 to be back on camera again. I mean, I did make that one return, I think last week or the other week, on camera for one time, but we'll certainly see moving forward. But in general, above all else, as always, take care.